From a nasty boy band split up and siblings who haven't spoken to each other in decades, to bad blood between two of the most popular female artists right now, these are some of the most legendary beefs in music history. Starting off with Taylor Swift versus Katy Perry. In 2010, Katy Perry and Taylor Swift shared the stage to duet Perry's hit single Hot and Cold. On top of that, they were both giving each other many compliments on Twitter, so a collaboration didn't seem to be out of the blue at the time. But 4 years later, their relationship took a sudden turn when Taylor released her new song Bad Blood. In an interview with Rolling Stone, she admitted that the track was written about another woman in the music industry who did something so horrible that it ended their friendship for good. She tried to hire a bunch of people out from under me, Taylor told the music magazine. It later came out that the misunderstanding was over backing dancers who had moved from Swift's tour to Perry's tour. Katy addressed the beef in an episode of Carpool Karaoke with James Corden.
Because there's Taylor beef.
Well, there's no
denying it.
No, for sure, and that's true.
When are we going to clear that beef up?
There's a situation. Honestly, it's really like she started it, and it's time for her to finish it.
Katy went on to claim that she tried to speak with Taylor about it, but didn't get a response.
It was a full shutdown, and then she writes a song about me, and I'm like, okay, cool. That's how you want to deal with it? Karma.
The karma turned out to be the release of her record Swish Swish, which comes off as a diss track with lyrics like "You're calculated, I've got your number, because you're a choker and I'm a courtside killer queen," which unsurprisingly caught everyone's attention. There was little to no doubt that this was the long-awaited follow-up to Taylor Swift's Bad Blood. Taylor never commented on the diss track or on the multiple times Katy mentioned her in interviews. However, after famously pulling her music from Spotify several years earlier, Taylor announced that her music would return to the streaming service on the exact same day as Katy Perry's new album Witness was due to drop. To many fans, a clear attempt from Taylor to steal the spotlight. And to everyone now complaining that this could have simply been coincidence, well, there's more. In August of 2017, Taylor released the first single of her upcoming album, Look What You Made Me Do, a straight-up attack on all who ever crossed her. In the music video, Swift can be seen wearing a wig, looking suspiciously like Perry's new short hairstyle. She's also shown wrecking a sports car that closely resembles the one from Perry's 2009 Waking Up in Vegas video. As if comparing Perry to a car crash wasn't enough, Swift also holds up a Grammy, a possible reference to the fact that she has had 10 at the time to Katy's 0. The beef was eventually put to bed when Katy sent an actual olive branch to Taylor in May of 2018. Along with the symbol of peace was a handwritten note which appeared to begin with "Hey old friend." Taylor shared the gift from Katy with the world when she posted a video with the caption "Thank you Katy" on Instagram, and all bad was suddenly forgotten. What also started with a friendship turned out to be a lengthy feud. Zayn split from the English pop boy band One Direction initially seemed as friendly as it could be when he first announced his departure in March of 2015. He expressed his desire to step back from the spotlight and be a normal 22-year-old. However, eyebrows were quickly raised when he was spotted in a recording studio with producer Naughty Boy just days later. Louis Tomlinson, one of the group members, began a heated Twitter exchange with Naughty soon after the split. He criticized Naughty Boy's inconsiderate decision to post a recording featuring Zayn, which fans assumed was a preview of his solo work. Zayn himself managed to stay out of the conflict at the time, but that would change soon when Naughty tweeted a photo of the two together with the caption "Replace this." Believing the message to be a dig at rumors that One Direction was planning to replace the departed Zayn, Louis did not hold back. A lengthy back and forth on Twitter between the two was followed by a tweet from Zayn himself, attacking his former bandmates. "Remember when you had a life and stopped making bitchy comments about mine?" In an interview with James Corden, the group stated that there were no hard feelings towards Zayn for leaving.
Have you had any contact with him since then? Have you cleared the air at all?
Yeah, it's all resolved. It's all
really?
Good. Yeah, all good in the hood,
Oh, that's
James.
nice. That's good.
No
That's
qualms.
good to know. No, that's great. I mean, how did you feel, Liam? How did you feel when he said he was going to leave the crew? How was
Well,
it?
I mean, you know, it's like anything. At first, we were a little bit angry, obviously. We were surprised, but I think we all kind of knew the general vibe that Zayn was feeling. It's like, you know...
Had you felt that for quite a while? Had you felt like
yeah,
he
I mean,
wasn't
you could
engaged?
sort of tell. I mean, you know, from the outside, people could tell the job as well. And it's just like there's certain parts of this job that Zayn loved, and there's certain parts of the job that he didn't. And if you don't like your job, and you got to follow your heart sometimes and go where you need to go, and you know, there's no arguing we could do with that. We were, you know, like I say, we were angry at first, but then it was just a bit more disappointed. But you know, we wish him the best of luck with, you know, whatever he gets up to and stuff. And you know, there's no hard feelings. feelings. It's just gonna, you know, carry on as usual.
However, the relations between the former friends grew frostier the following months. The truth is, I haven't spoken to any of the boys at all really, Zayn told Luomo Vogue that January. I tried to reach out and be their friend, but they haven't even replied to any of my calls or texts. For fans, the feud was a sad reminder that Zayn was unlikely to return to One Direction in the foreseeable future. He had just removed all references to his former band from his social media bio, and in the coming months he was brutally honest about One Direction's new output. I heard the second single and yeah, I didn't buy their album, he told Billboard in January of 2016. In another interview with Feuds, he stated, "That's not music I would listen to. Would you listen to One Direction at a party with your girl? I wouldn't." Not even a year after Zayn's departure from the group, it was announced that the band would go on indefinite hiatus. Since then, the relationship between Zayn and the rest of the group has calmed down, but their close friendship could never be restored. But not all celebrity feuds have ended in peace, as the next example proves. When Mariah Carey was asked about Jennifer Lopez in an interview with a German television network in the early 2000s, she delivered the most legendary four-word shutdown in history.
Und was ist mit J-Lo?
Die kenne ich nicht.
The clip has since been used in many memes and is regarded as an iconic diss towards J-Lo. J-Lo herself never admitted to be in a feud with Mariah.
I don't have a feud against her at all. I know from back in the day, I've read things that she said about me that were, you know, not the greatest, but we have never met. Like, we don't know each other.
Many have questioned Lopez's honesty though, because of her behavior at the Billboard Music Awards in 2015. It was during Mariah's performance of Infinity when J-Lo was seen scrolling through her phone, seemingly ignoring the show. She later claimed to have watched most of it and insisted that the cameras only captured her when she was looking down. But J-Lo caused even more controversy when the infamous "I don't know her" comment was mentioned a few weeks later on the Wendy Williams show.
I didn't see Mariah because at the time she wasn't playing. She hadn't started yet. Who? But I saw Britney, I saw Shania.
No, I'm playing because that's what Mariah said about Jennifer one time. I'm not trying to start anything.
She does say that.
Yeah, she does.
She's forgetful, I guess.
Yes.
I don't know. We've met many times. I don't know her that well.
But Mariah wouldn't bite into it, even after the better part of 2 decades, during which time J-Lo has become a global superstar in music, film and TV, Mariah's story didn't change.
No, but do you know each other?
No.
Okay, she says you know her.
Okay, I know she. You know what? I'm very forgetful.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm forgetful.
Yes.
Because I don't remember the fact that it was just like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so," and then move on. And then like, "Hi," that's it.
Right.
If I had never had a conversation with you and someone asked me about you, I'd be like, "I don't know him, but he seems cool."
Right.
Or, "I don't know him."
Does she seem cool?
I don't know her.
Right.
Like, what am I supposed to say?
Are you enjoying this video? I'm trying to get this channel to 1,000 subs as quickly as possible, so it would mean the world to me if you press that subscribe button. It really does make a difference for this channel. Now back to the video. The next infamous feud in music history is less about not knowing each other, but more about being too similar. Lady Gaga has been compared to Madonna since the very start of her career. When she released Born This Way in January of 2011, many felt like the song sounded an awful lot like Madonna's 1989 hit Express Yourself, including Madonna herself, who wasn't shy about making the connection.
Born This Way, did you think?
When I heard it on the radio. Yes, I did. I said, that sounds very familiar. Yeah.
And that doesn't feel annoying?
It feels reductive.
Is that good?
Look it up.
We did. It means simplified.
Lady Gaga wasn't too happy about the accusations when asked about it in an interview with NME. What a completely ridiculous thing to even question me about. If you put the songs next to each other, side by side, the only similarities are the chord progression. It's the same one that's been in disco music for the last 50 years. Just because I'm the first artist in 25 years to think of putting it on Top 40 radio, it doesn't mean I'm a copycat. It means that I'm smart. Sorry. The Gaga-Donna feud was officially born, and it didn't help it when more than a dozen Madonna demos were leaked in 2014. On a never-released track called 2 Steps Behind Me, some of the lyrics included lines like "You're a copycat, where's my royalty?" and "Did you study me hard enough? You're never gonna be, you're just a wannabe me." Madonna's manager later claimed that the song was not about Gaga or anyone in particular. The song is an unfinished demo she had no intention of finishing or releasing, along with many others, he wrote on Twitter. Tired of the back and forth and being compared to Madonna, Gaga once and for all made it clear that she was nothing like the queen of pop. "Madonna and I are very different," Lady Gaga stated in an interview with Apple Music in 2017. "I wouldn't make that comparison at all. I don't mean to disrespect Madonna. She's a nice lady and she's had a fantastic, huge career. She's the biggest pop star of all time. But I play a lot of instruments, I write all my own music, I spend hours and hours a day in the studio. I'm a producer, I'm a writer, what I do is different." Madonna never reacted to these statements, which could be a sign that she respects Lady Gaga's career and doesn't want to put more fuel into the fire. The feud was finally put to bed in 2019 when Madonna posted a picture in which they were seen embracing each other following Gaga's Oscar win for A Star Is Born. "Don't mess with Italian girls," Madonna warned us on Twitter. "They've definitely put the bad blood past them and seem to be good friends now." The same can be said for the next 2 artists who have been at each other's throats for decades. The beef between Oasis brothers Noel and Liam Gallagher is so legendary you could write an entire book about it, and it dates back to the early 90s. Whilst the success of Wonderwall made the Manchester-born brothers famous all over the world, their family differences came to light more and more often. On their first US tour in 1994, an on-stage fight between the two broke out after Liam changed the lyrics from a song specifically to piss off his older brother. 2 years later, Liam pulled out of filming their MTV Unplugged show at the last minute, claiming a sore throat. Noel took over vocal duties while Liam downed beers in the VIP box, shouting insults at his brother throughout his performance. What may sound like funny wind-ups between two brothers eventually led to Noel leaving the band for good in 2009. "I simply could not go on working with Liam a day longer," Noel said in a statement at the time. Noel's departure from Oasis was followed by a decade of trash talk, which was mostly held on social media. There were hopes that they might put their differences aside for a good cause after the 2017 Manchester terrorist attack, but instead Liam criticized his brother for not attending the benefit concert. "Manchester, I'd like to apologize for my brother's absence last night. He's once again shown his true colors." According to reports, the brothers haven't spoken in 15 years and they still can't stand each other to this day. In a 2021 TV interview, Noel claimed it would take something ridiculous like £100 million to perform with his brother again. Although it still seems very unlikely they'll ever reunite again, at least the wording has changed for the better. 10 years prior to his £100 million statement, Noel said in an interview that he would rather, and I'm quoting, "eat his own shit than be in a band with Liam again." Well, I guess it's fair to say that brother love definitely sounds different. There you have it, the most legendary beefs in music history. And if you enjoyed this video, you most definitely will enjoy my breakdown of Jennifer Lopez's downfall as well. Click right here to watch it now. See you next time.